What is going on, Samsung? So this is the S22 Ultra. Beautiful device, cost $1,200 at launch, and we bought it for a pretty penny. But now this device is not working for whatever reason. It just stopped working. Now, let me give a little bit of a background. A couple of months ago, pretty much earlier this year, One UI 6 rolled out, and the S22 Ultra with other devices got that update. And we were super excited. I remember being super excited to get Galaxy AI because I'm a Samsung guy. I've been using Samsung for a long time. Hey, my laptop is a Galaxy Odyssey box, so I'm really in the ecosystem. And just a little sidetrack, I have been using the Galaxy Buds, the very first one, for years now, since they came out, and nothing has ever gone wrong with it. It still works to this day. But back to the main issue. So after this year, One UI 6 rolls out, which is Android 14, rolls out, this device gets it. But as time goes on, an interesting thing happens where it starts just rebooting by itself. It just reboots, and initially I didn't pay it much attention because I was like, I don't know why it's doing that. And I didn't think it was a problem because it happened once in a while. But as time progressed, this once in a while kept getting a bit more frequent. So I thought that, along the lines, there will be updates to fix these things. Maybe it's just some bug issues in the beginning. No biggie. Let's keep pushing. It keeps happening. And it wasn't much of an inconvenience when it was happening, to be honest. It wasn't inconveniencing much. Then a couple of weeks ago, I think about 2 weeks ago, it became a big problem where it would reboot, get into a boot loop being where it keeps restarting or trying to restart several times and just keeps going off. And progressively, it's now here where no matter what I do to it, it doesn't come on. Now, being someone who was a bit savvy with tech, I decided to do some digging and to figure out what the problem could be. And I dived into many community threads, and then I realized that it is actually a very, very big issue. There are a myriad of people complaining about the S22 lineup specifically just going poof after the One UI 6 update. And I kept digging because many people offered a lot of solutions, such as the power button and volume down or volume up, clear your cache, restart everything, reinstall the Google store stuff. I forgot the specific name. There are a myriad of fixes that people had, but the more people kept doing these fixes, they'll work for a short time and then they will come back into the community post. And then again, it's back to the beginning. It's like my phone is not working. And I noticed that similarly to this device, it just kept getting worse for people to the point where they can't use the device. This device is pretty much useless. And I do not understand. Recently, that is like 2 or 3 days ago, I started thinking about it critically, and then I had a thought. Now, I'm not saying this is what the case is, but this is my idea, because some of the people in these community threads, and I'm talking about in the Samsung community on Samsung's own website, have been complaining about it. There are Reddit threads about this. XDA forums has complaints about this. Android Central, it's all over, and it seems to be a very, very big problem, which is affecting only the S22 lineup, because there are some people whose S22 or S22 Plus had the same issue. And then another interesting aspect of it is that it's not only this device specifically is the Snapdragon. So you would like to think that, it's maybe just an Exynos thing. No, wrong. Snapdragon and then Exynos mods, like everybody is seemingly having this problem. Now, some of the people in the community thread said that they took them to Samsung for repairs, and per some of the posts, some people said that Samsung was unable to give them a reason, and the only fix is to get a new motherboard. And if you are not lucky and it's your phone or device is out of warranty, then you are cooked. Keeping in mind, the S22 Ultra has been out for about 2 years now, so many people are out of warranty with the device. And now we are stuck with the conundrum of having to purchase a new motherboard, which is somewhere around the ballpark figure of $300, and also losing so many documents on this. This specific device is a 512 gigabyte device, and it was an upgrade from the Note 10 256. So everything on Note 10, 256 gigabytes of data moved straight onto this device. And the last time I was able to gain access to this, I am so grateful, so grateful that it gave me a brief window of usability, and I was able to copy my son's pictures and videos from when he was 0 to now. And I would have lost all of that because right now the device is just not powering on. And now you're telling me that I have to purchase a motherboard and I will not be able to get all these files. It makes no sense to me. But like I said, I was thinking about this critically, and then a thought hit me. With people saying that this requires a whole motherboard replacement, this situation seems quite akin to a situation I had with the previous laptop I was using. I was using an Asus laptop. I don't want to give the specific, I'll probably write it down somewhere when I remember. But I had an Asus laptop, Asus gaming laptop. It wasn't an ROG. It was an ROG adjacent type device, pretty much the same motherboard, I believe. And what had happened is that as I started using the laptop, I used it for like a year or two, and then it just started doing the same thing, going off randomly, restarting for no reason, and it got worse. It's very same situation as this device. And at the end of it, I came to the realization that there was something that was fried on the motherboard, or there was something that was triggering the thermal sensor on the motherboard to make it think that it was too hot to be used, so it kept cutting the power or doing emergency self-safety type things where it just shuts off to save the motherboard. I can confidently say that that may be what is going on here, because thinking now, one of the solutions that actually worked recently, and I saw in the community post, was put it in the freezer, take it out after a while, and it would power on. I did exactly that, and it worked for all of how long I had kept it in the freezer, which was like 2 minutes. I do not understand how, or I do not want to say that the release of One UI 6 may have affected the motherboard, but it seems like that is the case. And honestly, I'm making this video because Samsung, you guys need to do something about this. It is not my fault. And if it's not my fault that my device is broken like this, then it's probably you. Because everybody who's had this problem, they arose when they jumped onto One UI 6. There are comments, I hope I find them, there are comments about people who said that they had held off on getting One UI 6 for a long time, and then recently, like a month or two ago, they jump onto One UI 6 and their phone goes through this exact same problem. This is unacceptable. I am a big fan of Samsung, I'm not gonna lie. This is not going to particularly deter me from getting another Samsung device, but this is not good, and Samsung needs to say something about this. Honestly, another reason I'm making this video is that I'm hoping that some of the bigger YouTubers, the MKBHDs, the Aaron Mr. Who's the Boss, can actually get access to people in their community who have problems with this device to try and find out what is wrong with this device. Linus tech tips, I feel, would be amazing in trying to help us figure out what this is going, well, what is wrong with this situation. but it is unacceptable. We need to do something about it. And Samsung, I don't know. Honestly, it's really sad. It's really sad that I'm going to have to get a motherboard replacement for this. And it's a very expensive cost. Funny enough, probably not as expensive as a screen replacement, but no, this is not it. Samsung, you have to tell us something, because I've seen quite a number of people in the community saying that they're ditching Samsung after this, because a lot of people spent a lot of good money to get to this device. And honestly, this device was amazing when it was fun. But now, I can't say the same. Now, if you are anyone around the world who's experiencing this exact same problem, jump in the comment section and let's share this video to all the big YouTubers and to everybody. People need to see, we need to find out what is wrong. Maybe at the end of the day, we'll figure out that we are the problem. And if that is the case, that's great. Other people will learn from our mistake. But if we find out that we aren't the problem, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.